I'm going to go ahead and move on to the second feature to talk about, which is our application templates. So I'm going to switch over to this other. All right, so here I am. I'm going to start the application for this residential electrical alteration. Now, a person that's going through the application can start creating their template at any point. As you can see, there's a button down here for it. I'm going to go ahead and skip the location at this time. And so perhaps I know what it is that I'm going to fill out each of these times. I'm going to be the applicant, but I want to add my favorite contractor to this as well. So we'll see Stone Electrical here. All right, so that's 0, but this is always going to be a 2, and this is going to be a 4. And I have all this information that kind of stays the same each and every time I do this particular job. All right. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and decide I want to create a template from this, something that I can reuse in the future. So I'm going to hit Create Template. I'm going to need to give it a name. Let's save this. All right, so now that the save has been successful, you're actually put back into a similar stepper, but this is actually kind of the update stepper, update template stepper. As you can see, it's changed. I'm now updating the electrical outlet changeout template that I've created. It'll mention the fact that requirements are currently disabled. So here I have a location. If I wanted to, I can add a location to it, but for instance, if a location was required for this type of permit, it would still show the fact that it was required, but I could hit next without putting something in, because again, all of our requirements are currently disabled. So at this point, maybe I don't want to have the evaluation. Maybe I'll just add it each time that I come back in here. It's going to let me know it's required, but I can still hit next and save my changes if I so desire. Come in here to more info. All those fields that I'd already filled in, they're all there for me still. So if there's 100 custom fields I need to fill out each and every time, they're saved for me. Now, the one thing that's not saved in a template is our attachments. There's well, we have some reasons why we weren't doing that, but in the last meeting, we actually got some fairly unanimous feedback that they would actually want this step to be disabled anyways. But we show the attachments and what is going to be required. So again, if there's 4 or 5 requirements for this type of permit or this plan, it'll have those cards, but they're not accessible. You can't actually click on them. So here's my summary of everything that I have on my template. We'll save changes one more time, and it's finished. So to access it, we're going to try to make a small change to make this a little more noticeable, but underneath your account, you have My Templates. So here's the one that I just created, electrical outlet changeout. It's for a residential electrical alteration, and my options are that I can use it, update it, or delete it. If I want to use it, by clicking this button, I'm using that template. It's putting me right back into the application process. So I can just add my location to it. Valuation is going to be required now. It's like, okay, well, this valuation is 120. Still got my contacts. All my custom fields are filled out for me. Maybe I need to add attachments here. And now I'm ready to submit it. So I can submit this application, and it'll go through as normal, and my template will still be there for me so that I can reuse it again and again. So you're a plumber that changes out water heaters for a living and has to file the same permit each and every time for a water heater could go ahead and create a template for one water heater, and then maybe they have a smaller one that has a slightly different permit, or maybe the custom fields are a little different. They could create a second template of that same type of permit, give it a different name, and then just choose which template they want each time, and maybe just alter the location at the very beginning, go through the end and hit submit, and it'll speed up the process for them. So again, back over here under my templates, now this is the name that you gave it. This is the type or the friendly name when it was last actually updated or created. And let's say I had this one that I had before, I no longer need it. I can just delete it from here. Okay, so those are the two features. I still was able to